hot. Sussex is under more pressure from Netflix, even their chances are nil as public shun totally. Meghan Markle and Harry only have small window to show Netflix value, no pressure. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry only have a small window to show their value to the streaming giant, as commentators increase pressure on the couple over their content agreements. The couple made the landmark decision last year to leave the royal family behind and set up home across the pond in a bid to live a financially independent life away from the monarchy. Since then they have spent a fortune on a host of new luxuries, such as a mansion in Montecito, an exclusive beachside neighborhood around 2 hours' drive north of Los Angeles. While they have managed to secure a string of lucrative deals with platforms such as Netflix and Spotify, Harry spoke out in March to Oprah Winfrey about how he was financially cut off from his family. This prompted a response from Prince Charles' spokesperson, who said when the Clarence House financial accounts for the year were released in June, that the Sussexes received a substantial sum on their exit and that they were funded up to the summer of 2020. But commentators are questioning how happy bosses at Netflix and Spotify could be after only a handful of content plans had been confirmed. Among these include just one podcast released for Spotify, a festive edition that saw their young son Archie make his first public words, and 2 projects for Netflix. The 2 Netflix projects include one by Meghan, who will be producing an animated series called Pearl. Meanwhile, Harry's contribution will include a documentary on the Invictus Games, the sports competition for wounded ex-servicemen and women. But as the deal was signed nearly a year ago, some critics have argued that Netflix could be expecting a bit more from their reported more than £100 million investment in the couple. These include royal commentator Daniela Elsa, who wrote earlier this year for News.com, when the Sussexes do start unveiling their slate of TV and podcasting projects they will get one shot, that is, one chance to impress audiences and make their mark either in terms of steaming figures or critical plaudits. When the novelty and the luster of working with members of the royal family wears off, if they don't have streaming counts or a clutch of awards to show for themselves, then will their contracts be renewed? Essentially, they will have a brief window to prove they are worth the hundreds of millions that corporate behemoths have bet on them. No pressure now or anything. The fact is, even billion-dollar companies can't afford to keep plowing truckloads of cash into 2 very, very famous contractors if they do not prove to be a sound investment. Eyebrows were raised after the Sussexes were accused of profiting from their links to the royal family, with critics claiming the pair have limited production experience and would likely be unable to secure such a deal without their titles. A Buckingham Palace source noted in September, Harry and Meghan did leave as working members of the family with everyone's best wishes, and it is sincerely hoped they find the happiness that appeared to be lacking in their lives. It goes without saying any deals they are making will be scrutinized by the royal household. Under the terms of their deal to forego their royal duties, they agreed any commercial deals would be subject to discussion. No doubt, then, their reported $35 million, £25 million, deal with Spotify would also have been reviewed by insiders at the palace. And similar scrutiny was placed on this deal by Eric Schiffer, chairman of Reputation Management Consultants. He told Newsweek last year that the deal would be based upon performance kickers, but admitted that while the contract was great for them, it was terrible for the monarchy because they are choosing to sell it at fire sale prices. He concluded, "I think they are systematically benefiting from the halo of the monarchy. If Harry wasn't involved, no one would care about this, if she didn't have the royal ties. There's this reckless war on this pristine historical brand that has represented the people of England for centuries.